What up, crew? In this episode, we're going to be designing and 3D printing drink stands for the Playboy Club of London. No joke. Let's check this one out. Joe P. Kirchman here, and this t-shirt segment is brought to you by Dinner Jazz. So the Playboy Club in London asked me to design something for their drink stands for a new cocktail named the Centerfold. The lounge area is called the Tail Bar and is open from 5 until the wee hours of the morning. There's lots of classic Playboy memorabilia, the bunnies serve great food, and as you'll see, the bartenders make amazing drinks. Bartender Steve actually came up with the whole idea, and he thought about having a piece of red licorice act as a VIP rope, with the stanchions being 3D printed and kind of looking silver. The drink will be presented like it's walking down a red movie carpet at some sort of black tie Playboy event, and any customer that orders the drink will also be able to eat the licorice. So let's see exactly how these magic mixologists make their concoctions. He takes out the fancy pre-chilled glass, and in the other container he's going to add basically a combination of all sorts of good and bad libations that keep society running. Notice the smooth swings of those bottles. Now I have to tell you, this was all done in one take, so barman Steve really does know what he's doing. He then adds some of the most premium ice cubes around, and then starts a shaking. Now you may be wondering to yourself, why do bartenders do the Tom Cruise cocktail type tricks? I can tell you, as a bartender of all of 3 months in my whole life, it's mainly because we have more skills than we know what to do with. And these movements actually kind of come out of your soul when you're in the groove and you're feeling the music and having a lot of fun and you're making drinks for other people. It's kind of unfair watching everyone else have fun and go dancing. So we gotta celebrate in our own way behind the bar. Out comes the Ruby Deliciousness, and it's branded with a nice little wristband to make sure that it knows where it's from. Onto the red carpet, and voila, we have the drink of the lifetime, the Centerfold. For being all about presentation and fun, this whole 3D and red licorice and bunny backdrop, it actually all kind of works really well together and is a fun way to show off and have a good time. I'm not one to let a good drink go to waste, so I had to give it a try myself, and it kind of has a Jolly Rancher apple and watermelon kind of feel. Perfect for a hot day. It's going to be a part of the regular drink menu, and maybe the little 3D printed stand might make it onto the wall of classic memorabilia. But let's first open up Fusion 360 and design this thing. So I'm basically going in and drawing a line that we're going to revolve around. This is going to be just for the stand part. The ball on top will come later. I then take some splines and make some curves of the side profile of something that I'm looking for. Then I take the line and draw it all the way back up and connect it so now it's all one sketch. After highlighting that, I take the revolve tool and go around the center to give it a 360-degree 3D form. This looks fine, and I'm not worried that the bottom of the stand looks a little bit wider. We can fix that at the end. I then just import a sphere and put that directly above the stand. I'm playing with the sizes a little bit just to see what kind of fits right. This isn't the exact one that I made before. This is just a quick sketch for the second time since I didn't film the first one. I sit the ball down on top of the stand, and now it's time to put a hole through the middle of that. I place a circle in the center and extrude out to cut away the material that I don't want. There's probably a different, better way to do this, but this is just what works for me. Now I'm going to put some fillets on all of the sharp corners to give it a more smooth, rounded look. Kind of like a Playboy bunny. You can type in exact numbers of what you want, or just push the arrow and stop when you have the right look of what you want. Alright, so basically the whole design is done. Now, the bottom of that stand is too wide. And what's nice about Fusion 360 is that you can go back in, and if you change one thing on your sketch, it'll change the whole structure. So then I just bring in the parameters to what I think looks right on this. This is just showing one way of how to draw without actually doing any numbers, just from the pure look of what you're trying to go for and kind of organic shapes that you're playing around with. If you wanted to, you could go in and measure it out beforehand and have everything precise for the exact lengths and widths that you wanted. But it's sometimes more fun to just kind of draw and play around and see what you come up with. Then just save it as an STL and let's send it to the printer. And then I printed it on a Jokerbot Replicator Plus at 209 degrees. It takes about an hour and 45 minutes for each print. So basically, 3D printing is affecting just another industry that you never really thought of. Anyway, these turned out really well, and if you happen to be at the bar, tell the bunnies that I say hi. If you've designed something in Fusion 360, let me know in the comments section. Oh, and if you get 500 people to subscribe to my channel, you personally, then I'll bring you to the Playboy Club and we can have a drink. Now I'm bouncing out of here with a quote.